Hello everybody, this is Kathleen from Be Again Books, and I'm here to show you how I'm using my Tuesday trash. So we had some Spanish rice last night for supper, and the colors on the box were just kind of what I'm working on with my current journal, and I wanted to use that to show you how to make one of my fold-over clusters. I call it Foldover because it folds over the edge of the page like this, and that's what forms the cluster. But then there's a little bit of interest on the other side as well, and that can be decorated or not, however you feel. But a couple of weeks ago, I was doing Tuesday trash and used these scraps of a privacy envelope and made a couple of these fold-over tabs against the side of the page, and so that becomes a little tab if you extend it, but then just use some washi tape on this other side. So you can use all kinds of scraps for this, but today I need to make some recycled rounds for the junk journal challenge that I'm doing with Dear Julie on YouTube this month. So I'm going to make my recycled rounds out of this trash today. So what you're going to need is, besides the trash, I'm using this punch to make the round. You could see that. And I've also am embossing today. So I've used this embossing folder and a piece of sandpaper, because what that will do is it will make the print recede and bring out the the colors of the cardboard. The other side is pretty as well, but that way then the words are not quite as noticeable, and you focus more on the colors and the design of the colors. So that's what I'm doing. So I've already done that step. I've embossed, and then I've sanded to raise that emboss. And we're also going to need a word. So I am using this memories stamp with some archival ink. We're going to need a strip of some kind. So you can use washi tape or just a strip of paper, which I'm going to do today. And of course you need the foundation, which is the book page. And that's going to be folded at an angle. You can even fold it and then have a cluster on one side and create a pocket on the other side of the page. I've done that before too. So you're going to need a foundation, book page, and just some scrap paper. And then of course glue, scissors, all those regular things. All right, so let's get rid of the lace and bring the materials over. So this is the materials that I have prepared so that the video will go pretty quickly. I'm going to use the strips of paper, the embossed packaging, the word, the scrap paper, and the foundation. Okay, so it's pretty easy. You just decide how you want it to fold over the page and then make that fold. And then you also need to decide whether you want it going, the cluster going left to right or right to left. And this one is going to be left to right. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is glue down this green paper. And when I make clusters, I like the directions to be wonky. I really do. I like it going all different directions, and so this is wonky, but of course you're going to have the straight edge. that goes along the paper. And some part of the design, my mother used to teach me this, needs to be straight. If you're going to have an asymmetrical design, then some part of the design needs to be straight up and down, because that's going to give your eye, you know, some relief. And so I'm going to make this green paper my straight up and down edge. And I'm going to put the word kind of straight as well. So really, on this particular cluster, the only thing that is going to be too wonky is just the background page, the book page. And then of course we have this round element, and so that's also going to be kind of a, with the swirly design of the emboss, that's going to make it so that it's a little less straight up and down. Okay, so there's a straight edge. There's some straight edges. And then this is going to be curved. So now we're just going to glue that down. You'll see this is really so easy to do. And of course I don't want to glue this together, which apparently I just did. So be careful doing that. Don't do what I did. Of course, you want, you know, to think about not putting glue where you don't want it. Okay, so we'll leave it kind of exploded for now. And now we're going to just put these going down this way. And as I say, I could use a strip of washi tape, and I could use all kinds of things, some fiber or lace, but I also need to use some paper strips in this challenge, so I am going to use those on this. So I'm going to make that go down, then I think I'm just going to move that down a little so that it hangs down the bottom here. And then I'm going to use a double one and put it going up just a little. So I'm going to make it next to that one so that it kind of looks like it's together, but it's a little off center. Okay? And that's just as easy as it gets, right? So here's our page. This is going to be going from left to right, as I said, so it would go on the page like this. Right? That's it. And then you just take a card, and that becomes your tuck spot for whatever you have to tuck under there. That's just as easy as it can be. Thanks for watching.